Hi everyone. In this video, I would like to explain how you can create a simple plugin within Matomo Analytics. Actually, I'm not an expert, so I'm not a developer. Probably there will be a lot of issues and let's say mistakes within this tutorial that could make, and some things may be let's say incorrect and so on and so forth. But that's the best I can offer you at the moment, as I'm kind of a beginner on the subject. Um, so basically, if you started already to think about and let's say to inform yourself about how to create a plugin for Matomo, basically, good chances that you reach this page. When actually you go through through those guides, which actually are quite well done, I have to say, even if some information are still a bit in context, so it means that actually if you don't have any dev skills, probably there are things that you won't understand. In my case, actually, I already have a development environment running, so I did not need actually to go through those steps over here. And I expect that actually you are already familiar with those steps um, for following this tutorial. So I will jump straight to how to create a new Matomo plugin. So with I go straight to how to create a Matomo plugin. Oops. This is so yeah, this is it. This is where you will start. Let's say um, your adventure, I would say. So the first step is actually to give a name to your plugins. Of course, if you already created like a spec document, it will help. In my case, I'm going to create a simple plugin which is called, let's say, URL campaign tracking, something like this. So in order to do so, what you need is of course to access to your terminal. So on your terminal, you need to access after that to your Matomo location. So in my case, it's going to be so it's based in local and it's Matomo. So you need to go over here, and then in my case, I have installed it within the folder Piwik. And yeah, as you can see, I have the console program at this specific location. So this is what I need in order to execute, let's say, this command line. So here I'm just gonna copy and paste it, because as you can hear, my keyboard is a mechanical one, so it's making a lot of noise. And I'm going to give the name, which is URL campaign tracking. Okay, that's going to be the name of my plugin. Don't do this. Normally, if you do so, it won't execute. You need to be an admin in order to fire actually this line. So in my case, I'm just going to enter my password, and then I need to give the name of my plugin. So it's going to be a simple plugin to easily track campaign. Okay, so that's what here they're telling you, okay, which version of your plugin would you like to have. So you can put the default one and just press enter. So it will be 0.10. And here it's telling you, okay, this is great. Actually, your plugin has been created. Congratulations, and so on and so forth. And here what they're telling you within the documentation is if you go within the back office of Matomo Analytics. So I'm gonna go over here and look for the different plugin. Normally I should see my plugin. So if I go over here, plugins, I should see mine, which is name, I said campaign something, right? URL campaign something. So it's, yeah, you can see it over here, URL campaign tracking, and you have a lot of stuff with it. So this is what they say after is say, okay, then if you want to enable it, and this is what you need to do, actually you need to activate it by using this command line. But first of all, what I would like to say is once you created it, you have actually access to some several folders that we're going to see in a minute. So let's say first, let's activate it. Right? So let's go over here and let's go over here. And if we do this, In my case, again, just going to do sudo. I don't really need it. I don't have a thing that I need to write it back. And then the name of your plugin. So in my case, it's going to be URL. And okay, so yeah, I'm just going to do it like this. Plugin activate. Sounds not good. Normally, I should enter actually the name URL campaign tracking. Okay, so here it's fine, the plugin is activated. So now what it means is that you have many apps. Just gonna do like CD plugins in order to access, let's say, to the list of all the plugins which are within Matomo, and I will see mine, which is user campaign tracking, which is over here. And here, as you can see, there are many files within it. So the changelog, the plugin JSON, screenshots, docs, readme, and URL campaign tracking PHP. This is what it's explaining here is that, of course, if you modify, let's say, those file, you will get actually more information. I mean, you could push more information about your plugin. So let's say, let's um, let's take, for example, yeah, the plugin JSON, right? Let's take this one, this file. So, oops, just gonna do it like this. So as you can see, you have the changelog.md, which is here in order to explain what are the different modifications that you made over your different versions. Docs, I don't know what it is. I need to check it out. Plugin.json is about the metadata dealing with your plugin. README is more, let's say, for explaining what your plugin is doing in order to, let's say, contribute about it on GitHub. For example, screenshots are the screenshots which will be used if you publish it through the marketplace. And here is where most of your code will go. So let's just show you how, for example, the plugin.json is working. So I'm just going to do like sudo get it and plugin. Okay, and here, for example, I can just say that instead of Matomo, the author is my name. So that's random. And if I go over here and but I go back over here and I refresh the page, I should see that the name of instead of Matomo, the name of yeah, my name is actually okay. So the JSON file is here in order to let's say populate the data that you can see over here. Okay, so that was it. And as I said, after that, once you created and you activate actually your plugin, what to read next. And here they are saying that actually this is the hardest part. I would say that this is the hardest part, depending on what you would like to do. In my case, actually, what I would like to do is simply a plugin in order to, let's say, customize a little bit more my campaign tracking, even if these plugins already exist and there's no real added value. The idea is just to show you that it's possible. So in my case, actually the next step is regarding the theme part, because this is what I want to do. Actually, I want to have a page in Matomo Analytics where I could actually enter my campaign tracking. So I'm just going to click here on the theme. So it's timing about how to write theme. And in my case, it's not really a theme that I want. It's a page. Okay. So what I basically want to have is I want to have a link on my admin here where I can click and where I can actually access to the information dealing with the plugin that I created. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm just going to, let's say, create a controller. So controller means, of course, that you can actually control things about the given plugin that you created. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to go over here. I'm going to just go back where we had the console before. So it was like to CD, right? And okay, so here in my console. So just going to do something like this. I'm going to say, okay, I want to create a controller for my given plugin. And here's telling, okay, but which plugin are we talking about? I'm going to say, okay, I want to create it for the URL campaign tracking because this is the one that I created, and I'm going to validate it. And as a result, if I go now under plugins, and if I go under my own campaign tracking, then you're going to see that now I have a controller, right? And this controller, its name stands for it, it controls the plugin. So this is what it's saying here. So two files are going to be created, one which is named the controller, and the other one which is the tweak template. And the tweak template means, let's say, I should not say that, but let's say that's the HTML part of it. So this is if I go within the tweak template associated to my, let's say, plugin that I created, so cd template over here, and if I do something like this, and we do like sudo index, in my case, let's get it, index, okay, and we get, let's say, my HTML page where I can say, hey, go juice, so you are beautiful, right? So I'm going to do something like this. Oops. Do something like this. And once I validate it, what's going to happen is actually my page will be accessible as a plugin through this one. And so if I just copy this one out, and if I go, it's kind of index module, index module. So if I remove these parts out, okay, I didn't copy properly, so I'm just going to go back on here and say, okay, copy, and so we say index, we start it over here, and if I just go there, it's still not over here. Okay, so I'm just gonna do it again. No, okay, good, that's great. So can I remove this part? Yes, I can, and if I do this, and if I do this, the Matomo code plugin, my plugin is not enabled, yes, so that's because here you need, of course, to indicate what is the plugin with which you are working with. So in my case, URL campaign tracking, and then if I'm lucky enough, yeah, well, hey, gorgeous, you are beautiful. So that's exactly the, let's say, the page that I was creating. Here, the problem that we have is that actually this page, as you can see, it's kind of isolated, right? It's a dummy page that no one can access to, and I wish actually I could access to this page through the admin and to have a dedicated link for that. So in order to do so, what you need to do is to say, okay, if I don't want to make it as a report and I want to include it within, let's say, the admin part over here, and not, let's say, the dashboard part over here, I need to change and say, okay, instead of the dashboard twig, I wish I could have it as the admin twig. Okay, and if you do this, and if you go over here, then it will move actually to the admin port and means that your page will be over here. It's not yet solving a problem, which is I wish I could have actually my link over here in the column. In order to do so, you need actually to go through the menu guide, right? So I'm going to click on here, the menu guide, and here on the menu guide, it's telling you, okay, in order for your plugin to be included within what we call a menu, so you have three menus in Matomo. You have one which is at the top, you have the one which is at the left, and you have the one at the admin. Then you need to create a menu. So in your case, you're going to go over here, and you're going to go over here and say, hey, so of course it's not going to work because as previously said, I need to go to level above, and then do it again, and then I can do something like this, right? So I need to generate something, and that's going to be for the URL campaign parameters, and here I have an error because as you previously saw before, I mentioned that you need to be in sudo in order to perform this given thing, and then that's it, right? So Once more, I execute actually an order through the console in order to generate a menu for what? For my plugin URL campaign tracking. So that's the reason why I have now actually, if I go within plugins again, so plugins and URL blah blah, and if I look over here, I will get actually um, my menu. Okay, my menu which is over here. So once again, if I do sudo get it, and if I go over here, like menu PHP, I will get my page. Here, as you can see, you have some comments, and those comments are here in order to say, okay, where would you like to add it? If you would like to add it to the top menu, then this comment, this line. If you would like to make it appear within the menu admin, then this comment one of those lines. So in my case, I'm going to create like a custom category, and I'm going to give it an explicit name, which will be um, um, I have no idea. I'm just gonna remove these parts out. I'm gonna, I don't know what to say here. We say custom stuff. Custom stuff. Okay, that's not a nice name, but yeah. So now if I refresh my page, I will have my plugin which appear over here, and that's because I gave it a name that I give it a that's another ID which was not the best one, I guess. So what I will do is I will try to make it fit with the other one that I created before. Right? I created one which is called my own plugin, so probably that was my surname. So I'm just going to say my own plugin, and let's see where it goes. My own plugin. I'm going to keep the name word campaign tracking because I think it's quite explicit. Okay, so it goes over here under the one that I created before, and if I click over here, it says, "Hey, gorgeous, you are beautiful." Okay, so great. I have my it's my plugin which is created, so that's wonderful. But now I wish actually I could do something better, and I wish actually I could create my plugin. Actually, I cheated already a bit because I created kind of the full thing before, right? So that's what I created. As you can see, it's full HTML. I'm just gonna copy it and change it, right? So just gonna copy and paste it over here. So as you can see, it's just HTML, and here I have a bit of JavaScript, which is like concatenating the data of the many different fields. And if I click here, I will get actually all the things that I wanted. So this is where I can just say, okay, I want to set it to my website.com, and then I could basically add whatever I want, blah, blah, blah. And it's going to create me, let's say, the full URL with all the parameters that I wanted. So it's just basic HTML and JavaScript magic over here. And this plugin has been already created many times. It's just in order to give you an idea that it's possible and it worked out. What I have not yet done so far, so actually now my plugin is finished, it's created, as you can see. What I did not try out is actually to put it online. Actually, right now you can see this under localhost only, and I wish actually I could make like a zip out of this plugin in order to upload it on another instance of Matomo. So I never did it, so I'm going to see if I can do it. So it's URL campaign tracking, and I wish I could zip this folder. So let's go like this, and let's try to zip, and so sudo zip, and it's URL campaign tracking. Does it work? Nothing to do. Mhm. Yeah, I guess I should have prepared a little bit more. Um, is it compress or something? Okay, not that easy. I don't know, maybe I could access straight to it through this. So blah and blah blah blah. Go over here and go over here, and I'm gonna try to. As I said, I'm not a developer, so definitely there's something which is a bit different from what I'm used to. I can make it properly. So I don't know. I wish I could actually compress it in order to, let's say, upload it on another. How to compress in command line zip into. How do I compress a directory? If you want to use zip, now okay. Okay, so I guess. I guess that should be the same. So, great. So maybe it worked. Yeah, me zip. Okay. So I have no idea now. So I need to, let's say, mm, 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 mm. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it this way. So mhm, mhm. Yeah. Okay. So all I need now is to access actually to my Matomo's instance. So that's great. Now you know that I have a username which is named something, and you know that I have a great password too. So let's go and let's go over here under plugins. Under plugins, I can say, hey, I want to upload something which has, let's say, recent, so it's others, and no, it's not Windows, it's beautiful media, so others. Okay, so it's raw, and then it goes over here, and then over here. Ah, and Miska plugins. Okay, and now I should get my music. Okay, and oh, okay, too bad. Well, I guess there's something which is missing here. Um, I wish I could get it for this presentation, but I don't, right? So I should investigate a bit more why there is kind of a security here. Why do I need to have like kind of a token or something? Okay, uh, I don't know. I have no idea what happened, why it worked the second attempt. So I activated it. So let's see. Oh, great. Okay. Okay, so I have no idea why it didn't work the first time and why it worked the second, but seems actually it went fine. Hope that actually you enjoyed this video. I really hope that I will make like a full training crash course out of my own experience, which is just starting with plugins with Matomo Analytics. I really hope that you enjoyed actually this video and just change actually my identifier right now. Thank you very much. Thanks for watching.